Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. I want to speak to you briefly about Makarim Academy. You've probably seen posters around that we're enrolling right now for 2024-2025. And I don't know to what extent we're able to convey what we're trying to do in the madrasa and what the benefits are of studying in the madrasa. So I thought I'd record a video for some of this. First of all, when you send your children to madrasa such as Makarim Academy, especially in a town like Chelmsford, where Muslims are such a small community, and children, when they go to schools and so on, they're not really spending much time with fellow Muslims. The madrasa is an opportunity for Muslim children to socialize with other Muslim children, to meet them, see them, to understand that, okay, this is my deen, this is my identity, these people are like me, and we are of a common identity. And they're from Chelmsford, and then in that context, in that environment, they get to study their deen. This is extremely important, right? People in bigger cities like London and so on, where I'm from, in Tower Hamlets, we even take this for granted in schools because large numbers of Muslims are in the mainstream schools. In Chelmsford, that's not the case. The madrasa is the only opportunity, and you haven't got any other options in terms of madrasa. Makarim is the only one. So you need to take this seriously. Your children will not receive this if you're privately tutoring them. Without the socialization aspect, receiving isolated instruction from a tutor is not going to achieve that. Many parents, just with that in mind, send their children to Makarim, right? So those of you who are not sending your children to Makarim, I'm not saying stop them being privately tutored. That's something we can help you with. But even with the private tutoring, you should send them to Makarim, okay? So this is the first thing. The second thing is, what's so special about Makarim Academy? Okay, so look, I can if I meet anybody face to face, I'm happy to look you in the eyes and tell you this. Makarim Academy has one of the best Quran education programs that I have come across, and I've spent 20 years in Islamic education. Education is my career background. Islamic education in particular, right? And in my past, I helped set up a chain of madrasas, still around. It's called Fawz Schools. You can look up the website. It's called Fawz Schools. It was set up under Ibrahim College under the brand Rashidun. And they have 4 or 5 madrasas that are still running right now. So with all of that in mind, I can tell you that we have one of the best Quran programs around, and the standard of recitation that our children achieve is unmatched. Definitely locally, in Essex. Of course, I can't guarantee it unless there's some sort of a process, an Ofsted-like process. But I have a good understanding of this industry. So this is the first thing. Your children will receive outstanding Quran education. You know what? I'm not trying to be arrogant, and it shouldn't be seen like this because this is your community, your masjid, your madrasa. You guys donated money to set this thing up, so you should take ownership of this and be proud of this. But our madrasa it's actually really good, right? And it's one of the best. And I'd like to invite those of you who are not sending your children to find out more about it. Come and see what we're doing. Come and talk to me. Now we've got 2 more imams. Come and talk to them. Talk to Imam Habib. Talk to Imam Abid about the madrasa. So the Quran, the Quran education, which everybody gives importance to, your children will recite Quran through Makarim Academy better than any other place. All right. And the point I was trying to make when I said I'm not trying to be arrogant is, in the vast majority of cases, the Quran education they're receiving here is going to be better quality than the private tuition you will be able to provide them. All right. In fact, when we teach our children in Makarim Academy, we say to parents, look, unless we recommend a tutor, don't take a tutor on, because usually it spoils the children's recitation. So this is the first reason why you should send your children to Makarim. The second reason is because we have an excellent character education-based Islamic Sciences program. Your children will study fiqh in a focused manner, and over the course of their time with us, if they join at 5, 6, 7, over the years, or until they reach 14, 15, they will have a strong familiarity with the Islamic sciences, with fiqh, with aqidah, with hadith, with seerah, with Quran, tafsir, tajweed, and so on. And then the other aspect is that the curriculum is character education focused, right? A specific spiritual development program focusing on Islamic character, focusing on Islamic spirituality, runs throughout all of the years of the curriculum from year 1 all the way until year 9. Okay. And then lastly, to make our curriculum comprehensive, in the limited time we have with the children also study Arabic language. There's opportunity to study Arabic language. Until this year, it wasn't possible for all students to have access to the Arabic language provision because we couldn't make it accessible to both our iterations. We used to have a Saturday, Tuesday iteration and a Sunday only iteration. And we couldn't make Arabic language available to the Sunday only iteration. And to be honest, the Sunday we had more students. We had about 20 or 30 more students on the Sunday compared to the Saturday and the Tuesday. What we've now done is we've equalized the two iterations. So now the Saturday and Sunday are identical. On both of those days, children focus on Quran and Islamic studies. And on the Tuesday is Arabic language only. Tuesday focus on Arabic language. And now both Saturday children can choose to attend Arabic language, and Sunday children can choose to attend Arabic language on the Tuesday. It's now available to everybody. I'd like you to take a look around and see where else are you going to find a madrasa where your children can study Arabic language and over time learn the language of the Quran, learn to recite the Quran and understand it, brothers and sisters. Just think about this. Okay, so for these reasons, I encourage and urge all of you to enroll your children at Makarim Academy. Lastly, one of the things that I've always said and I've noticed in Chelmsford is that we stop our children's Islamic education too early. And therefore, in Makarim, you will see that year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? We have more students compared to 6, 7, 8, 9, right? In fact, our numbers in 6 and 7 are such that we have to combine classes. We have to combine 2 year groups into one class. So year 8 and year 9, one class, right? Year 6 and year 7, one class, all right? And that's because people are choosing not to send their children for Islamic education when they're in secondary education. We have to change this. This is when our children need it the most. This is when they're the most vulnerable. This is when they need spiritual instruction. They need instruction about their akhlaq, and they need to understand the foundations of their faith. This is when they coming to maturity. If you take them away from good Islamic education at this time, their iman is going to be at threat. So we have limited seats in most of the year groups in both iterations. Okay, we're going to start soon. Please register your children now without delay, because later it may be too late and we won't be able to fit them in. Okay, so we need to get this out of the way before we start the year, inshallah. We're starting on the 14th of September. Jazakumullah khairan. I've tried to be as brief as possible, but I hope the message has been conveyed. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and bless our children, and may He give us the tawfiq to do the best job we can for our children's Islamic education, inshallah ta'ala. If you have any questions, come see me. I'm usually around at the Hamptons, and of course during Makarim Academy on Saturday, Sunday mornings and Tuesday evenings, inshallah ta'ala. And you can speak to any one of our imams about it as well. Or you can email in at Makarim Academy. All information is available on the website makarimacademy.org, and also through the website you can submit your applications. You can also submit questions and emails, etc. Via the website. Those details are on there as well. Okay, inshallah, jazakumullah khairan. May Allah bless you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.